Check out that report card. What are your first thoughts that come to mind? Welcome back to Brian's Art of Creation. This is Sketching in Clay. So what'd you guys think? The image I shared with you guys was a little kid holding a report card. He had an A plus, an A, and then a C minus. So where did your eyes go? There's a few of you that might have seen the A plus, but I'm sure a lot of you, your eyes went straight to that C minus and you said, you know what? He's got to work on that. He's got to bring that up. Let me ask you, why? That C minus is something that maybe he's not that great at. Maybe he's not excited about it. Me, I would look at that A plus and say, wow, that's something he's super excited about. That's something he's proud of. That's something that he is really good at. How about we take that and we make him great. We make him extraordinary at that. Go after those things, the one or two things that you love, that you are great at, and become extraordinary. Become that one person that can do it the way that you do it. Instead of working on all those weaknesses that you're not too excited about. See, over and over, we're told from this society that says, you know what? You need to work on your weaknesses. Get stronger at your weaknesses. However, even if you do go after and try to get better at your weaknesses, you're only going to become average. And you're spending time becoming average across the board so that you can't, and you won't have time to be great at something. Look at all the successful leaders that you follow, that you get excited about. They went after that one thing that they were great at, that one or two things that they were passionate about. Everything else they were okay with being average because they could get somebody else to do it, or they didn't worry about it. I'm going to share a couple examples with you guys. What if you guys took a job aptitude test and it told you that you were amazing with people, that you were just super caring and you were a great team worker, and that you were just super amazing with helping people, and that you would be a great doctor or a nurse. However, you weren't really super strong and vocal in your actions, and you weren't aggressive. Therefore, you weren't really the right placement for a lawyer. Let's say you got maybe a 4 for a lawyer, but you were like a 9 or a 10 for a doctor or a nurse. What would you do? Now that you're grown up, you would have said, you know what, I'm not going to worry about being a lawyer because I'm not great at it. And even if I try, it's not something I love. And I'm not going to be better than somebody else that has all those points that are like 10s. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do amazing. I'm going to make that 9 and 10. I'm going to do my best to make it 11 or a 12. Because I love it, because I'm super passionate about it. Or how about, let's take an athlete. Let's take Michael Phelps. He is amazing, the very best at swimming. It's okay that he's average, and he might be average in other areas, in math, social studies. If he would have worked on his weaknesses, he wouldn't have had time to train to be the very best. What I've learned is that society tells us to work on our weaknesses when what we really should be doing is working on our strengths and becoming extraordinary at it. And it also reminds me of something I heard from Jay Shetty, and he was talking about how society shares with us and tells us that we should work on our external weaknesses. However, we should accept our internal weaknesses. So what he meant by that is that these external weaknesses like tests and the abilities that we have that, you know, we're being graded on or we're being shown, that we should try to get better at them. If you're not good at math, you should bring that grade up. If you're not great at organizing or building or something else, you should get better at it. You should take some classes. You should work on it. However, if you're not really good at speaking, you're more of an introvert. They say, you know what? You wouldn't really be good at speaking because you're an introvert. You wouldn't really be that great at talking to people, so maybe you shouldn't try to get better at that. You should just work in a cubicle or work in an area to where you just have to work by yourself. However, wouldn't those be the ones that you try to grow? Let's say you want to build a brand or a business, or you want to be an artist and be able to share your work, your stories. Shouldn't you try to be going after, you know, being able to talk to people better, being able to share your story, maybe even some speaking things to where you can get in front of a large group and share your message? Those are things that you can work on, and they can really bring so much to your passion, to the thing that you're really trying to go after. So I want you guys to take that in and take a moment to think about that. Are you guys working too much on your weaknesses and not on your strengths? Have you given up some of those things that you're passionate about and said, you know what, I'm really good at that, so I'm not going to work anymore on that. I need to work on some of the other things that I'm not so good at. Because I would tell you to go after those one or two things you love, that you're great at, and make yourself extraordinary at. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this and it has given you something to think about. Thank you guys so much for listening. Go out there, get creative, have a blast, and please join me on my Patreon and help support. That helps to support these videos. It also helps to support the Little Heroes. I have another one that I'm currently working on, and so it would be much appreciated. I appreciate everybody that's already supporting me and everything that I've done. Please let me know what you guys think about this. Please let me know if there's anything you guys are struggling with or would like to see me do in the future. And go out there, have an awesome week, and I will talk to you guys next week.